I just spent 17 hours making my very own Birkin bag. Well, I almost did. I am almost done with this handbag, but as you can tell, it's not fully a handbag yet. So let's stitch this up and see if I can get a fully functioning Birkin bag out of this today. I was contacted by this company called Babylon Leather, and they asked me if I wanted to try out one of their leather making kits. And I was just really interested to try one of these kits because it just looks like such a good way to get into leathercraft. And in my video where I do a sort of 2024 sewing review, I had quite a few comments saying that you were very interested in getting into leathercraft. So I thought this would be a really cool project to share with you guys. So this was gifted to me by Babylon Leather, but I am going to be 100% honest about my experience. There are some very good things and some things that might need improvement. So I'm going to go over all of it. We'll let you know whether this is a project you would like to take on or not. The kit does come with everything you need. It has plenty of thread. It has extra needles, which is really good because I have broken a couple. The only thing you need is a lighter to sort of finish the end of the thread when you are done with your stitches. But I think it's really good that you get everything you need, because I know that when I started with leathercraft, I ended up midway through my first project realizing I didn't have something. It just really ruins the flow. And just judging by the size of this handbag, how much leather you need, I think it's a really good price and such a great way of just buying the leather that you actually need because the pieces are already cut. And that way you get to test the waters a little bit, see if this is a hobby you actually really like before diving in and buying more. They do have a video tutorial, and one critique I may say is that when it comes to the time commitment, I think the video indicated it would take me 4 to 5 hours, and clearly it's going to take me 4 to 5 times that amount. It's just worth noting that you might spend a little bit more time than, or a lot more time than you might think. And speaking of the tutorial itself, I do think that it's really valuable to watch it several times. It could probably do with a little bit of improvement. If you're embarking on your very first leather project, start easy, give yourself a chance to succeed. I think that is the whole, like the best part about these kits, is that it gives you a chance to actually really enjoy it and get a good outcome so you want to continue on leather crafting. Now, we are nearly closing up the handbag here, as you can see. I forgot on the other side, which is very silly of me. You really should use all the tools they give you. So you can see when I'm joining these two together, it's actually quite a good example. They're sort of sliding away from each other because they're heavy and they're stitched to other things and just gravity and everything. But they do give you a little clip, which is very, very, very useful for getting those stitches nice and tight and precise. So you can just see how much that helps. They also sent a little bag of these. I think I had 3. I'm pretty sure I still have 3, but don't know where they are now. So these will hold the pieces together. It's so convenient. I'm so happy they included it, but it's just a great way of holding the pieces together and making sure that you get the right stitch holes. They have thought of everything, I think. If you are considering trying any of their kits, which I would recommend if you're interested in leather crafting and you want to sort of dip your toe into it, it's a very good place to start. Then 2 things. First of all, Babylon Leather gave me a discount code I could share with you. So Sandra10 will give you 10% off your order. And the second thing is that you can also check out their YouTube channel, because you can then find some of the tutorials if you want to have a look at seeing how difficult or complicated or easy something looks. Just keep in mind that sometimes the tutorials make a little bit more sense when you have all the pieces in front of you. Now, do I think this is a good way to enter leathercraft? Yes, absolutely yes. And I feel like I can say that because I have already done a few leather projects, so I have already sort of entered it the hard way, if I can say that. And I feel like this would have been a much easier route. You're skipping some of the more difficult elements of leathercraft while still seeing if this is something you enjoy. And by that, I specifically mean a few different things, like cutting out these pieces that the bag is made up out of, The second is punching these holes. These, obviously you can see some of them are stitched and some of these are unstitched. And punching these holes is, for me, the most difficult because it has to be so accurate, because if they don't line up, you won't be able to stitch the bag together. And then you're going to have to cut it out all over again. And you can just learn how to put a handbag or any kind of leather piece together, really, and just focus on stitching and working with the leather and getting to know some of the tools. All right, I'm almost done stitching, but it's a little bit tough to get through all the layers of material or leather here at the end. So I just want to show you, they also give you these little finger sleeves, and they are so convenient for being able to sort of get a good grip on the needle, and that just makes it really easy. I just want to include that as well, because I really feel like they have thought about everything when it comes to this kit, which is very much appreciated. I think I can probably cut these, but I just want to turn the bag so I don't cut them too short. We are going to start with 2 of the corners. This is probably going to be a little bit, oh, it's not as tough as I thought. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. This is looking a little bit catastrophic at the moment. Hopefully I will be able to turn it. Okay, well, it's looking better. Ah, there we go. Woohoo! Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. I can see there are still some threads I need to sort of burn off, but there we are. Oh my goodness, it's an actual bag. I could actually use this. I shouldn't be this surprised. I'm not really surprised. I'm just very excited. I can definitely see it needs a little bit of shaping, and the instruction video said that you need about half an hour to sort of mold this and shape this a little bit. So I am just going to be doing that, trying to get it to look the way that I want. So if you're thinking about trying leathercraft, but you don't want to commit to buying a ton of tools or a huge hide or getting everything, if you just want a little bit of a taster on it and see if you will even enjoy it, I would say this is such a good place to go. Ta-da! So maybe I could have given this like a little bit more of a shape, but I really love the way that this looks. The leather is really nice and supple, so it just folds in such a beautiful way. And they do also have a couple of accessories like this clochette that you can hang on here if you want to. It comes with a little padlock as well, but I didn't want to put any accessories on. I feel like the leather really stands on its own. The details are just really nice, so I just think it looks good on its own, and I would highly recommend Babylon leather. As I said throughout this video, there are things that I think could use some improvement, but overall the actual kit is really good. I have been very impressed with it, and I think it is such a cool concept and a great way of getting into leathercraft to see if you actually like it. And if you do end up trying any of these kits, please let me know, and let me know what you think of them, because I'm very curious and I think it is such a fun little project. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing this as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you very shortly in the next video. Bye!